Hey, it's Nay. And welcome back to Nay's Little Garden and Home. So, y'all, it's basically August. We're like 2 days away from August. I'm not sure if this video is going to go out before then or right in the beginning of August, but it's basically August. What does that mean? That means we are harvesting heavy. I am seeing some people online talking about how they're starting to get their first harvest of tomatoes. I have been getting tomatoes for some time now. I want to say a couple weeks for sure. And now I'm harvesting like good size stuff. I haven't done a long form video in a minute, but I've been doing a ton of short form content on this app because I feel like, they're pushing out a lot of short form. I want to show you what my fall mini garden is looking like, as well as start some more seeds with you, as well as talk about the seeds I have since purchased. I just want to have a lot of seeds in my seed library. What does that mean? My decent amount of seed storage. I just want to have a good amount of seeds. What am I hearing right now? Hold on. Sorry, I'm back. So I have enough tomatoes. I have probably enough sweet peppers. I probably have enough winter squash. Probably even have enough summer squash that I'll be fine for a little while, meaning a few growing seasons. But there's a couple things I just feel like I need to re-up on. One, I want to say I did pick out 3 of my biggest garlic bulbs, as well as ordered 2 or 3 bulbs from one place and another, I think, half a pound of bulbs from another spot. I should have enough bulbs. I need to double my garlic harvest. Guys, I feel like I've been harvesting onions since the dawn of time. I'm still pulling onions from my garden, which I'm not complaining. All I'm saying is that when you look at my onion harvest to my garlic harvest, it's not matching up in any way, shape, or form. Mind you, I love garlic, as well as I love to put garlic in honey. Like, that was one of the first fermenting type of stuff that I was comfortable doing. So if I'm gonna do that again, and I'm gonna definitely do that with onions as well, I want to use my garlic, if you feel me. I haven't bought tomatoes, onion, and garlic in almost a month. Let me not be dramatic. I feel like it was more like 3 weeks. I'll have to ask my husband. I feel like it's basically almost a month. Definitely with the whole garlic. And I don't think I feel like it's been about 3 weeks. No less than 2 weeks. And of me not buying any onions, garlic, or tomatoes at all. Or peppers, as well. Literally, all those things are coming from my garden. I am just harvesting the tomatoes because what I'm about to start doing is just honestly dicing them and putting them into the freezer bags. And then I'm also going to start making some tomato. I'm gonna buy the super cubes things and making the tomato sauce and putting them in those things, letting them freeze, and then popping them into freezer bags so I don't have to worry. I still have tomatoes from last year that I can still use, and they're perfectly fine. The only annoying part is if I'm doing some type of, I need like a tomato base to go through the process of letting the tomatoes defrost to get out the excessive liquid to then cook it down. It's just a process I don't feel like going through as often as I had to last fall or winter. So in order to do that, pre-prepping it. I don't know about this canning, guys. I keep saying I'm gonna can, and eventually I will. Botulism really scares me, and I understand there's people on here who have been watching their parents can for all their lives, and oh, don't be as scared. But when something is new like this, and I'm doing so many things and really expanding my knowledge on so many things, I'm just scared, and I think I would feel more comfortable if I knew someone who actually cans to be able to ask them, to help me. I'm gonna eventually do it. I just don't know if that's gonna be right now. So I need to get my tomatoes into the freezer. I have been using a lot of tomatoes. I fell in love with beans again, right? So I've been just trying to learn different ways to make the beans. I've been making beans for breakfast for about a month and a half now. I don't know, y'all. There might be something to the beans for beans almost every day type of vibe. It really does something. Anyway, let's talk about the seeds I got. So these are the seeds I initially got from Renee's Garden, and then I went and placed another order. So I got some garlic from Renee's Garden. I think they give you like 2 or 3 bulbs. Like you can't just buy one bulb. And then I bought, I think from Botanical Interest, I believe I bought bulbs as well. Those will not ship until it's time to plant them out. Versus I did get some lettuce from them that I didn't order from before that I want to potentially start. This is, this wasn't very necessary. However, I do find people that I know personally, more and more of them wanting to get into some type of gardening. And I would like to, if necessary, be able to provide plant starts for them because they do ask. So I got another baby butternut squash climbing honey nut. Personal size, sweet little mini butternut squashes grow in abundance on climbing vines. I do have a couple packets of these, but I'm gonna do another video where I really go extensive about how I'm feeling about my garden. I just know for a fact, spoiler alert, I wanna grow more of squash. Winter squash is becoming a staple in my household, which makes me happy. I went ahead and got another Inca Jewel container Roma tomato. I'm liking these just fine. The size of it isn't as big as the Bush Roma Supremo, but I can't find the Bush Roma Supremo seeds, guys. Botanical Interest refuses to restock. I'm just kidding, I'm being dramatic, but they haven't restocked in a while. So I just wanted to get another packet of these because these yield heavy. The tomatoes are just smaller, not the end of the world. Very excited to just make sure I had another packet of these. I didn't finish the first pack, but you know. And then this is another container tomato. I've never tried this before, but a channel on here has talked about this. It's the Prairie Fire. Fire Engine Red gold flecked fruits are super sweet and delicious, perfect summer snacks. So this could go into like the green stalk, a grow bag type of vibe. So I wanted to grab these and test them out as well. A lot of my Inca Jewel, so this is approximately 75 days to harvest from transplant, which is about 6 to 8 weeks of growing time. So I would say, to be honest with you, these are probably around the same, time you're gonna get the harvesting of them. Moving on, we have had a lot of rain. My garden is looking, in certain sections, very dismal. In other sections, it's thriving. The tomatoes is where a lot of disease has taken place. Am I mad? No, I'm not. I know a lot of people like to have perfect looking gardens, but the reality of it is the garden is not going to be perfect the entire time you're growing. That's just not going to happen unless you're spraying stuff and putting things in your garden to make it come off like that. And I just don't grow it like that, right? There are so many tomatoes in my garden, and I've been harvesting so many tomatoes, so I'm fine with them getting disease, like the leaves, and I'm just plucking them off when we have some new stuff sprouting. And I think I'm just gonna kind of let it rock. I will start pulling up tomato plants about, I want to say, halfway through August to start planting out my fall stuff. I do have open space now, so I'm not stressed. I haven't had to water my garden, so raining is fine. But something that's really good about all the rain is I planted out an entire bag of carrots. The bag, I'm pretty sure, was already open, but there was at least 250 seeds. So I'm hoping I get at least 100 pop up. I should not have put it in my garlic bed, but it is what it is. I will definitely pluck some smaller ones to give myself space in that side of the bed. If necessary, I will definitely do that. And then I have other spots where I can put, another entire raised bed that I can just allocate to my garlic and keep it pushing, because I'm thinking maybe about 70 to 80 garlic. Maybe 80 to 90. I need a lot more garlic. I've been giving produce to family and friends. Like I just dropped off some produce and I have zero, like I will grab an onion, 2 onions, 3 onions and be like, tee, I have a whole heap of onions still. And I grab 1 or 2 garlic and I'm like, woo, I feel like I'm dwindling down already. We haven't even hit fall. You get me? So this is something that's on my mind for sure. Let's get into this. So this is what we're working with here. You see all that green? Yeah. But there are empty spots and we're going to refill. We're going to fill these 2 because they were never filled. And then somehow, due to the rain and then me trying to pour out the excessive water, we lost 2 cells here. And it's for my broccoli. And y'all know I'm not playing about my broccoli. A lot of people start their fall garden inside. With the way the weather has been, it's only been in about the 80s. So it's not been crazy hot. That's Fahrenheit. So I left these outside. And these are some of my hardiest cool weather crops. I struggle with getting my cool weather crops to strengthen up and not be floppy and a hot mess. And I feel like I might get crazy harvest. I'm super excited. The Napa cabbage and my kales have insane amounts of seeds that ended up popping up and developing very lovely. I'm gonna show you. Guys, it just rained, so look at that Napa cabbage. I was thinking about up potting. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna probably plant these out in the next 2 weeks. So I think they're gonna be fine and they sell, and plant them out and just separate them and hope that they survive. I mean, it's may odds be ever in your favor. The Belstar broccoli looks like basically 1 popped up in everything but 1 cell. So I have 5 pretty strong looking broccoli starts in this one. And then in this one, there's 2. And we're gonna hope they survive the little transplanting. But there are 2 of the cells gonna pop up and we lost the other 2. I feel like I need like 10 to 12 broccoli heads growing for the fall. So we're gonna plant out some more broccoli. And when that lettuce comes from, I was gonna buy it from Johnny's, but I didn't. I did order something. I think I ordered a tomato. Don't judge me. Jess from Roots and Refuge talked about the carbon, and I think she was comparing it to the Thornsburn terracotta, and it's one of my favorite tomatoes is a Thornsburn terracotta. It's absolutely delicious. And so she was comparing that to that, and she was basically saying like it might take the place of her Thornsburn terracotta. Like she'll always probably grow a couple, but she might grow more carbon. So I want to try that next year. So I just wanted to have a packet of it if I actually do try it next year. But let's go ahead and just start a couple stuff here. Now, where did I do with my lettuce? So here's the lettuce, but where's my broccoli? I didn't really plant any flowers this year, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm ever gonna do that again. Who did I think I was not planting flowers? Absolutely insane. I planted some up front or whatever, and nothing popped up. I'm very mad about it, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. So I told you I planted out a bunch of carrots. I didn't really per se plant out the carrots I was looking to plant out yet, because, which is the carrot, the ox heart carrot, which is like a thicker, shorter carrot. So it should store pretty well. I'm gonna plant this out in the next week because I will be yanking some stuff out of the raised beds in my polytunnel. My polytunnel has done so well. The raised beds that have had minimal, like I'm still waiting for the Bonnie Best to ripen as well as something else. But so that raised bed won't be touched, but I'm thinking about pulling the raised bed that has my cream of the crop Sparky XSL soon. And it has a paste tomato, and then it has a herb. I'm probably gonna leave the herb alone and hope it comes back next year It's flowering now, so even if that plant dies out, the seeds of that herbs might pop up, but I might just pull those plants out. If I don't do that, I'm just gonna plant the carrots at the bottom of them and then pull them out and hope the carrots don't get too disturbed. It takes almost 2 weeks for carrots to pop up. So if I give myself a week before I plant these, and then it takes about a week and a half for them to even pop up, it gives me almost 3 weeks more of growth. So hopefully things will ripen. The other thing that didn't really pop up really well here is my little hero spinach. I don't understand how I quite literally only got one. And then it looks like one of the kale's seeds somehow got in here. So I'm like, I would like some spinach. With this scandal of the greens and the grocery store causing like diarrhea, potentially, allegedly, I feel like I need to grow more like lettuce. My thing when I grow lettuce, I feel like I don't eat it like that. But I also still just want the option. So I have here the mesclun lettuce and the oak leaf lettuce, and they popped up pretty well. The roots are getting pretty strong. So I'll wait for the other lettuce to pop up, and then I'll plant some more of those. I have a couple beets in my garden right now growing, and they haven't really started bulbing yet, but they should soon. I think I'm gonna plant just a couple of these beets and see what it do. My purple sprouting broccoli looks one per thing popped up, so I'm thinking I might just plant some of these as well. I'm like, do I really want to plant more Bellstar? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's some over here too. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 heads. Probably is honestly really good. I'm gonna save that until I get my hands on more broccoli for the spring. All right, so let me get some soil in these two, and then we'll do what we do. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is replant the little hero spinach because I don't have to make any more labels for it. I want a 6 cell of it. There's so many seeds here. One thing I could say about greens, I don't know if I said this already. I feel like it's the cheapest amount seeds to purchase for the sheer amount of seeds seeds you get per package. Does that make sense? Like, you can get so many seeds. It's usually like somewhere between 250 and 1,000 seeds that you get when you plant, like when you buy green seeds of most types of greens. So it's just something that you might as well test it out, and it's okay to plant extras of it because at the end of the day, you have so many seeds of it from one pack. So I just planted out more. Anyone wondering, I'm using the Coast of Maine potting soil. There are some chunks in it. I just don't put the chunks in the seed trays. So those are planted out. Next is gonna be the purple sprouting broccoli. It sounds like I have a good amount in here. So I'm gonna do an entire 6 cell of just this purple sprouting broccoli. This is 65 days to maturity. I have about 70 something days before our typical average last frost. The good thing about things like broccoli is that they typically are a little cold tolerant. So, and I'm not gonna say easy. Things that cost money is not as easy, especially people who don't have excessive money. But if you have a little $30, $40, getting frost fabric and a little bit of wood or piping or something to put over the raised bed to then put the frost fabric over it is actually pretty dang easy to do. And price-wise, compared to other garden stuff, pretty not hard, not too expensive if you compare it to other things. So, arch trellises these days are insanely, the price of them is just so high. If you look for the ones that are oh, this is a pretty one, you're looking at $400, $300, which is intense for me. And I will water these after. There we go. The next is this lettuce. Just due to the issues, even though I'm going to start more lettuce, I'm just going to do another 6 cell of this. this is closed. Oops. I'm just gonna put several like I was doing for everything else because I have a few packages of these. Like I didn't even buy this. It was just gifted, you know, because of my purchases. So just sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, boom. Top it with soil. And I will water all of this in and it will go right back outside. I'm telling you, starting your stuff outside, but you don't have this actual space to put it outside, but leaving this outside is one of the best things I feel like I've done. But it's not cold outside, it's warm, you know, so things are gonna sprout and they sprout pretty quickly. Okay, boom, that's it. In the next video, I'm gonna talk to you about my garden, so look forward to that video. Let me know of any things you started. I have the giant noble spinach. I might just plant that outside though directly because this gets really big, I believe. But let me know down in the comment section. Do you even do a fall garden? If you do, what type of crops do you fall garden? Because I know people in like Florida and Texas and stuff are doing their last wave of tomatoes right now. And I'm like, girl, I couldn't put a tomato out right now. But my fall tomatoes are growing. We'll talk about that too in another video. And I have some long keeper tomatoes out there. And my potentially last batch of potatoes have finally sprouted. I still have about 4 sprouted potatoes in my house. I really need to get that outside. I just don't know where to plant it. But anyway, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. Let's talk down in the comment section. Hopefully I see you in my next video. Bye bye.